You know, we love it when you guys send us pictures, and we live in a state where everything's a picture.
Oh,
really,
yeah,
right?
there's some good ones.
Frame it up.
We live in the best place. Tonight, the sunset was gorgeous. Meg caught this one coming out of Salt Lake.
Hey,
thank you, Meg.
Meg, nice job.
It is so good, but you can tell that the haze and the smoke is there, right? We saw those hazy skies throughout northern Utah, but it's smoke-filled on the eastern side of the state where we're pushing a lot of that smoke with our southwesterly winds. Those winds have been a bit problematic. They have increased fire danger for some. Time-lapse video coming out of southern Utah, Washington County, 104 for the high in Ivins, the sun going down. Temperatures average 102 this time of year. Look at our wind speed. Southwesterly winds cranking with those gusts. Delta, Milford. Peak gusts here 36 miles per hour in Cedar City and Salt Lake. So you know those numbers, clocking larger numbers on the western side of the state. That's where we're seeing fire danger. As we look at humidity, single digits in Delta, St. George, only teens, not much recovery for the overnight. And that factors into the red flag warning that has been issued for a big portion of the Beehive State and now extended through Friday. Temperatures in the 90s. We topped out at 99 today in Salt Lake City, triple digits in Green River, Moab, Hanksville, 103 in St. George, with 90s along the I-15 corridor. Here's a check on that red flag warning. It is in effect and will hold on until 10 p.m. Friday. It includes a large section of the West Desert that goes all the way down to Washington County, over towards Lake Powell, into the Swell, South Central Mountains. Now we know with the conditions presented and a red flag warning in effect, that wildfires already burning, like the Monroe Canyon fire, which is underneath a red flag warning, we could see erratic fire behavior. Not great. So we have the heat, dry conditions, and the winds, and that fire threat holds on. 70s. As we close out the newscast, mostly clear skies along the Wasatch Front, dry conditions as we're heading into tomorrow, partly cloudy, with those numbers in the upper 70s by 9 a.m. We're going to see that hazy sunshine return and crank our daytime highs above average. Southwest flow does that as well. Very noticeable here on the satellite radar. A few pop-ups over the Uintahs and then near Castle Country. No moisture hitting the ground, just virga, so precipitation that evaporates before it hits our dry surface. We catch some of that on our price time lapse. You see the smoke moving through, but also some of those storms putting down virga. Oh, smoky skies and a little bumblebee to boot sneaks through on that Castle Country time lapse tonight. Ooh. The smoke, it really enhances the sunrises and sunsets. It makes those particles pop in the orange and reds. Speaking of orange and reds, Futurecast smoke takes us through what to expect tonight and tomorrow. And you see those thicker plumes targeting eastern Utah. It's haze all the way up to Cache Valley. We see it settling as we head into the overnight as winds relax and thicker concentrations of smoke kind of settle into that inversion layer. Here we are by 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. The fires from Arizona near the Grand Canyon just pushing that smoke into the Lake Powell, Grand County area, and then the Monroe Canyon fire direct express to Castle Country, as well as northeastern Utah and southwestern Wyoming. Air quality impacts are expected. We saw them today with elevated particulate matter in eastern Utah. Unhealthy air for sensitive groups. Forecast for tomorrow in Duchesne County. Moderate air in Uintah County and the Carbon County area. Wasatch Front, Wasatch back. Now, some of this is ozone, some of this is elevated particulate matter. Box Elder County and Cache Valley had high PMs today, and they hit moderate air as a result. Tomorrow, we also see the storm threat expand ever so slightly as moisture builds in to the eastern side of the state. So what we saw today with high base storms bringing some gusty winds to the surface, that could occur tomorrow, but in a larger area. Futurecast kind of walks us through. The weather models don't love it because it's just minor precipitation, but it does uptick. The moisture potential is there in southwestern Wyoming. Here we are into the afternoon and evening. Stays quiet overall, but I do think towards Castle Country and possibly the basin, we could see a few storms develop. It's associated with a weakening low headed our way by Thursday evening. It's the West Desert that could see some gusty winds, but overall the state is going to stay dry, not just tomorrow, but for the next several days as high pressure really controls and acts as a storm block. That weakening low will maybe cool us a few degrees, backing away from the high heat. We do get a chance of some moisture Wednesday and Thursday associated with the movement of that trough. But other than that, it's fairly quiet. It's still too early to see what's going to happen as we head into next week because this high has really dominated the weather story and continues to do so with those temperatures flirting with 100 tomorrow. Hazy sunshine along the Wasatch Front, smoke-filled skies in eastern Utah, 104 in St. George, and triple digits sticking around and close to seasonal norms for the next 7 days. Here's the Wasatch Front. Slight chance on Thursday there with numbers close to normal averages, 95. Here's the Wasatch Front turning to St. George. We see triple digits, a slight chance on Friday. Just not a lot of moisture potential, plenty of heat, a decent amount of wind, and that fire threat just will not relax as long as those winds are blowing.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.